That shit loud. It's louder today. Did this update too?
Nah, it's just a triumphant Saturday.
Yeah, it is triumphant. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the StepBrothers podcast, episode
157.
157. It's your host with the most, Chris Minor, aka Dino Spumoni, extra cheese and pepperoni, aka Talk to Me Nice, aka Young Chris Kringle. You're the gift that keeps on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. First of all, you got to marvel at my boy Fit, man.
If you on the video,
yeah, man came out to play today. You heard? Marvel at the Fit. Marvel.
They call me the Kimono Daddy.
Kimono Daddy.
I got the matching set.
Yeah.
From the good people at Shein or Shine or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
I call it Shein because it's easier, but
I say Shine. I don't know.
And this is not a sock. This is an ankle brace.
Because he plays tennis now.
Yeah, but
he is Andre Agassi.
Because he read the book.
Yeah,
that's the one person he's gonna go back to.
When we were supposed to go play tennis the other day, the weather was like perfect,
bro. Every
single court. We went to at least 4 or 5 courts
on Earth in different cities were packed.
Yeah, it was crazy, but
well, no,
the weather's been cool this week. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, because we're in fall now.
Yeah, officially.
Yeah. We sipping on. Chris got a Lambrusco wine.
Shout out to Doug for recommending the bottle. It's very nice. I like it. What's the percent on here? It's 8%, but you know,
yeah.
Some like it slow.
And to go with my kimono, I got a Japanese sake here.
Sake.
Yeah, it's also 8%. The other one I have in there is 12.5.
Do they have a drink called sake to me?
No.
That's
very American. That's not a Japanese thing.
Is that a form of disrespect?
I mean, try it. Do a test. See what happens.
I mean,
they'll let us know.
They got McDonald's and shit out there. Like we could trade, right? They got McDonald's in Japan.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we straight. Yeah, nigga. Sake to me. Coming soon. We finna figure it out. Katie, get on your job, man. Figure out how to do something cool with sake. Yeah. And name it Sake to me.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been last week after the podcast, I guess we'll start with the good shit first. Last week after the podcast, Joseph, aka the Vibrant, aka Jonathan Joseph, invited us to his birthday party. Sorry. Invited us to his birthday party.
Big 30.
Big 30. So shout out to him. You heard. He had some friends and family there. You know, we celebrated his life. I mean, he broke the news on Instagram and stuff. So, you think it's appropriate if if
you put it on Instagram,
everybody else. So, on top of him celebrating his 30th birthday, him and his lovely wife, they dropped the baby bomb on the party. So I want to say congratulations. I called them the Vibrants. You know, like Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah, they were.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, congratulations to them. The party was nice. At first, nigga was skeptical because he wanted it to be, like we said, Joseph is very serious about everything.
No matter what he says, he's a serious guy.
So he was like, yeah, man, it's black and white affair, man. I was all bet, you know, I wear a white t-shirt, black, you know, whatever. He was like, nah, man, you a black suit, white shirt. Blah, blah, blah. You can break your sneakers if you want. I was like, bro, I don't have a black suit. Like, I damn near got every other color but black.
Because he was like, you a girl, man, you should have a black suit. I was like, bruh.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't wear black suits unless it's a funeral.
Even then.
Because I was like, I got colorful suits.
Yeah. Because we, you know, Vibrant.
Yeah.
He should be, yeah. How you pick the name? But anyway.
He got his party. He can cry if he wants to. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He has this whole Punisher mindset and the mafia vibe. So I was like, man, so just so happens my dad bought himself a brand new black suit, right?
Yes, sir.
Shirt was even brand new. Dalton cut the tags out that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was straight out the tailor, yeah.
And I was like, Dad, I need a black suit. I was just gonna wear one of his old ones. He was like, well, I got this new one in there. Try it on, see if it worked. I was like, I didn't try it on until it was time for me to go to the party.
He put it on in my house.
Because I didn't want to be like, it don't work. What am I going to do? I'd rather like try to figure it out in the moment, I guess, which is horrible planning. But it ended up working. It was nice. I got a lot of compliments. I personally think it was the bow ties. Just was like, you know what I'm saying? But The party was fun. Joseph drank. That was wild. He offered me Douce. We were drinking tequila. His uncle was there telling old war stories. Everybody got uncle like that, man. The wild, the wild. And I welcome the shit. I'm right at home with it. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly the type of energy you got. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's feel like home.
Yeah, the pictures turned out great. Dom was there. Shout out to Dom. Yeah, it was a nice time, man. Yeah, that was what, Saturday night?
Yeah, it was like right after
Yeah, after we did the podcast. And I'll try to ease into this.
Okay.
So Tuesday morning, not the person.
Yeah.
I was on Twitter. I was doing my thing, Twitter, my newspaper. I didn't have to work on Monday. They gave me the day off. And so Tuesday, I woke up bright and early. I think I woke up like 9 o'clock. Like I was up, like, you're really getting compliments on this suit, bro. I mean, your little outfit. Like that might have been the wrong move. I didn't tell that he's married. God damn. I posted Dalton's outfit on the gram and he like people don't even they don't DM me like this. I'm trying to figure this shit out.
You should just tag me.
I'll just tag the podcast, man. I told this nigga he need to get an Instagram, man.
Can't do that.
All right, whatever. All right, so Tuesday morning, I'm chilling, laying in bed, and I don't know if the audience. I'm pretty sure by now the audience has seen the picture of the ranger on his horse with the whip, trying to get the refugees back over the border or whatever. And it was man, it's 2021, right? So to see that picture and it's black people, like that might have came out wrong. Whips and black, they have a history with,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I know when people think of the border, they think of Hispanic people coming over or whatever, but in this particular case, it was people from Haiti that were seeking refuge. I'm sorry, and they are on the borders going crazy. The horse, the whip. People were trying to speculate. If it was just the whip for the horse that he was, or whatever. And my father owning several horses, I know you do not need a whip that long. As long as that whip, what I'm saying, to like, you can't even slap your horse correctly with a whip that long.
Yeah, it's usually like, it's not even a foot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he was twirling it. The picture caught him. Look, it was a horrible image, whether he did that or not. I mean, I believe people have spoke who was out there and it was like, yes, he actually was doing it. And then I've heard combative stories saying he wasn't. But either way, the White House, their fucking their way to solve the problem was to say, well, we're not going to allow any more horses on the border. So everybody was on Twitter like, bro, it's not the horse's fault. Like, like, it's the people riding the horse.
The horse was just there.
Yeah, he ain't, what I'm saying? Horse is doing what the fuck all the horse know to do, goddamn it. Ride out. So I text Khalil because...
Interesting first choice.
Well, you when I tell the story, you know what? Remember voting time, we were in the group chat going crazy because... He kind of, at the time, a lot of people didn't see what Ice Cube was trying to say about the black vote.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody was saying anybody but Trump. Khalil took that stance kind of early, like I either the same time Ice Cube or whatever. And to us, and I say, well, I'll speak for myself. For me, I never voted prior to that moment. I probably will never vote again, seeing that this shit is like all bullshit, which I already knew before. But I did have the mindset, like, anybody but Trump, bro. He can't keep getting away with this. But Khalil was like, okay, if not Trump, then who? Biden? Because Biden is this guy. He did this. Nobody care about this. And at the time, he's like, look, bro, we get it. we picking the lesser of two evils, which I hate. I hate that terminology. We had it with Hillary and Trump.
It's politics, though.
It's politics, man. Like, we not gonna have nobody gonna get out that bitch clean. We need to come to grips with that. Obama did not come out clean.
Nobody.
Clinton, Bush, Reagan,
Nobody.
Washington, Abraham, whoever.
Even FDR.
4
terms is not clean. Yeah.
He he wheelchair, right?
That was the one that got us out of the Great Depression.
Yeah. Well, thanks, I guess. But anyways, it feels like we still there. Goddamn. Nah, but so yeah, nobody gonna come out clean. I think what rubbed a lot of people the wrong way about Trump in particular was his bravado, right? He's like, nigga, I do what I want to do. I'm Trump.
Grab her by the pussy.
Yeah. What you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I text Khalil like, bro, you was right. Like, what the fuck Biden doing? Like, everybody say what they, but a lot of black people are echoing that sentiment. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, we really shot ourselves in the foot because they not doing nothing for us. And so I texted him on that. And he was like, yeah, bring Trump back. He was joking. We were just texting, bring Trump back. So I saw the time, it was probably, at this time, it's probably like 10 going on 11, whatever. So I was just finna get ready to stop texting him. And he FaceTimes me. So I was like, damn, nigga, he's adamant. Like, he still wants to argue about this. So he FaceTimed me. And he told me that one of our friends had passed. Khanishuwa.
So Khalil broke the news to you.
Khalil broke the news to me. Okay. Yes. So I was taken aback by that because, I've been trying to explain it this week, and I still probably don't have the right words. But I can only just say how I feel about the shit, right? So in my lifetime, I've had family members, very, 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 very close family members pass, right? And that hits you one way. You know what I'm saying? It hits you. And in my lifetime, at least 3-4 people that I knew, considered a friend or a good acquaintance have passed, including Khanishuwa now. And every time a friend has passed, it's almost felt a little heavier. But not even that. 2 out of the 4 have been women. There was a girl, 3rd grade. Her name was Brittany. And me and Brittany weren't like, we didn't kick it on the playground. You know what I'm saying? We are actually almost kind of like, if I'm recollecting correctly, we were almost like nemesis.
Okay.
Almost, she would have been the Hermione in year 1. Like, you don't know your spells, nigga. Like, get out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Live your side.
Type shit. Yeah, you live in your side. Yeah, like that. Okay. Like, because I remember in music class, I took music class very seriously. Thought I was going to be something. And I think she could actually, like, hold a note if my memory served me correctly. And I was like, damn, she kind of, like, yeah. You know what
got the diddy bop.
Yeah, yeah. Like if I might be totally off, but that's just how I remember it, right? So over the announcements, she was like, our principal or whatever was like, okay, we were the Bryant bees. So she was like, one of our bees are in the hospital. We're just going to keep them in our wishes and everything like that. So by the end of the day, literally, they came over the announcements and said that she passed.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know if that was the right way to do that, but she died of asthma. She had an asthma attack.
So that definitely held with you.
So this is 3rd grade. My brother died of asthma in 2nd grade. So I'm so weird at this time. Like, I'm still not even out of that fog yet. Like, I'm a kid, so I'm knowing my brother's not here. It didn't really affect me the way that it affected me when I became an adult. But I remember my counselor pulling me to her office and just asking me how am I doing because the deaths were so similar and I'm so young. I mean, I will give my counselor credit for doing that for a kid, in the like early 2000s. Like it's almost like kind of unheard of for a black kid to, go, But so yeah, 2 of the 4 have been women. And I was trying to explain to Armani, I was like, bro, I don't know what it is, but I think I was telling one of my homegirls this last night too. I was like, yo, I've had male friends that have passed, but it seems like when a woman passes, it stops everything. Like it's almost like their lives are too sacred to be lost, and it don't hit the same way as when a guy passed. I guess because of how guys grieve or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But Khanishuwa's passing fucking rocked me, bro. It rocked me. It rocked me because, when somebody passes, what we tend to do, we start going through the messages and you start remembering things from y'all's past or whatever. And I mean, it was top of the pandemic. We were still in the office. This is just one of our messages. She was like, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of the podcast. I want to come shoot y'all. Cause they kept saying last night, Khanishuwa was a jack of all trades and a master of none. They kept saying that last night. But what they meant by master of none is she never stuck to one thing.
She had her hand in a lot of pots. Yeah.
She had her hand in a lot of pots. She photography, cosmetology. She was a singer. She was even going to nursing school when I was going to TCC to get my GED to one day go to nursing school. I don't know if that's in my plans anymore. But anyways. So she was like, yeah, I'm so proud of you, the podcast, Step Bros and all that. She was like, I want to come shoot y'all with our camera. And yeah, I had to. I don't know why. And I was like, yeah, of course, that'll be dope. Like we got the office but more than that, like you got to sit down with us. You know what I'm saying? Like we have history. Most of my nights with Khanishuwa was spent like drinking, partying, her friends, my friends linking up, that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Very vibrant.
Yeah, she was such a fucking, just hearing everybody's, I was telling Dalton on the way here, like people, we don't experience 100% of people usually, right? Like, unless it's like a close relationship, like marriage or best friends or something of that sort. When you're just like a friend, pick up the phone, what you doing? Let's go do this. Or how you doing today or whatever. Just casual. Hearing those stories just made me realize how beautiful of a person she was. Like there were so many stories about how she was just giving and giving and giving and giving. And she always wanted to better herself, which is why she was a jack of all trades. And you don't realize it while it's happening, like while it's in motion, you don't realize like, damn, she mastered photography. Damn, she mastered cosmetology. Damn, she's working at the security at the airport while going to school for nursing. Like you don't realize because it's just people going through the motions of life, But when you really sit down and think about it, like, yo, you did a fucking lot in like a short amount of time, man. And I had told John, I'm bouncing around everywhere. Y'all got to bear with me. But the night she passed, I broke down. I was in my backyard. I broke down. I was like, bro, I cannot. I just kept saying that, like, I cannot. And once, the first person I told obviously was Dalton. Like Dalton has history with Khanishuwa. All the guys in our group have history with Khanishuwa because We all frequent the same house bar. Look, we need to, that needs to be like a national monument in Arlington. It is a fucking staple. Like,
It's not there anymore. But
it's not, but like Dalton met his wife there, and I mean, I met them, and we formed so many beautiful relationships in Arlington because of UTA and just that college crowd and everything that came through the house bar. And I do mean everything. But I told Dalton, but when something like that happens, you don't ever want to pass that burden along to somebody else. Like, that be my main thing, and not just all at once just calling people like, bro, this happened. Cause like I recognize and respect Dalton's married and he got his shit going on. And Ryan's in a relationship, he got his shit going on. And Katie's got this whole wedding she's planning. You know what I'm saying? I did call Diamond. She was busy, but we text. But I called Jonathan. Jonathan came down to the house and he just sat with me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even try to give me no long-winded speech like Jonathan usually would. To try to tell me everything was gonna be okay, because he knew it was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like we just sat there. We drank.
I don't think we said how she passed either.
Well, that is still being determined. Okay. And I don't want to speak misinformed. Okay. Yeah, because the other shit that I heard just fucked my head up, because it ain't have nothing to do with COVID at all. Like, nothing. So I want to get my facts straight before I dive into that. But so me and Jonathan are out there, we're talking, and I'm just like, bro, like, she was in the hospital for a month, bro, fighting. And the week before she went to the hospital, she DM'd me on Instagram. She was with Kaya, shout out to Kaya, and Danae, shout out to Danae. Those are her best friends. That's the equivalent of, I guess, it'll be like a Dalton and Ryan, like how close they are. You know what I'm saying? They DM'd me, and they were like, nigga, what you doing? We out. Like, come link with us. I was like, man, I can't. It was a Tuesday night. I was like, I can't, bro. I'm at work. And she was like, oh, poo. Then she started asking me, like, why the fuck you working the night shift anyways? And all this other shit. I was like, look, man, you know what I'm saying? But I just, not the last message, but the last message was, I said, yo, I'm just going to have to catch y'all later. And we didn't say nothing else after that. Then she went to the hospital a week after that. And then from that week up until Tuesday, she was in there 3 more days. From Tuesday, she would have been in there for a month, like solid. Like, I'm saying a month because it's a fucking month. But 3 more days, she would have been in there a month. And I'm like, and just like hearing her mom, Khanishuwa wrote a message on Instagram with the picture, and she was like, I'm scared and I'm alone. And I was like, bro, when I say that shit, not in the moment. I was not in the moment. When in the moment I read it, it's like, Khanishuwa gonna bounce back. I ain't even tripping. Like, I'm tripping because, like, it's your friend and she fucked up, but she gonna bounce back.
Yeah, you didn't have that in your mind. Yeah,
far from it,
because that's what it is with time, and especially because we're young. We're like, man, she
gonna bounce back.
She got it. Yeah.
And then hearing her mom speak at the candlelight, saying, like, how do you tell your daughter to be strong? How do you look at her, tell her everything's gonna be okay when you can't see them, you can't touch them, and that type of shit. That shit was rough. But I told Jonathan, my aunt passed. I was saying, like, this particular aunt, my Aunt May, she raised me in a year. She brought me, like, if I was on the 2nd grade reading level at age 13, she brought me to, like, the reading level I was supposed to be at in 1 year. But as training to be a man, like responsible, like iron your clothes, make the bed when you get out the bed, do this, do that. Like if it seemed like chores back then, but she was getting me ready, right? So she passed. When my Aunt May passed, we were at the funeral. Everybody was telling their stories. Everybody knew how tight me and my aunt was. So when Cookie, this is Cookie's mom.
Yeah.
So when Cookie got up there and told her story, she was brave. She was so strong. She didn't cry. She didn't break down. She got her story out, and she came and sat down. And I swear it was like everybody just looked at me because I was supposed to go up next. I sat there for a minute. I ain't gonna lie. I sat there for a minute. And then I finally was like, all right, get up and go up there and speak your piece. My other cousin grabbed me by my arm. He pulled me back down. He was like, bro, please. Like, he couldn't take it. He was tore up about it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, one more story, and I'm finna start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I didn't speak. And I always regretted that. Like, always. So last night, which was Friday, at Khanishuwa's candlelight, everybody stepped into the center. Everybody was telling their stories. And I was like, I'm not finna pass up another opportunity to speak about somebody that I care about. I was super nervous. I don't know how I'm supposed to be a rapper and I get like stage fright speaking or talking in front of people, but it's not easy. It's not easy, especially
when it's that circumstance. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I grabbed Kaya. I was like, please come up there with me, bro. Because if I go up there by myself, I might start spinning in circles and twiddling my fingers, just anything to take attention off of what I'm saying because I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I kind of went up there with a idea of what I wanted to say. It's just like Justin's wedding. You get up there and everything turns to mush. Like, it's like you're stammering, you're stuttering. I'm like, oh my God, bro, pull it together. And this is because it's not about you. You know what I'm saying? So get that bullshit, get that pussy shit out the way and get out what you need to say. And once I got going, they couldn't shut me up.
Yeah. That's how it goes, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Once the floodgates are open.
Bruh, like, pay respect to her mother. You know, me and her mom actually, before I knew Khanishuwa, I didn't know her mother. Me and her mother used to work together when I worked at the Improv. We worked the kitchen. And I told her last night, I was like, you might not remember me, but we used to work together at the Improv. And us being coworkers, we was chopping it up in the back, Khanishuwa's mom is a fireball, a Hispanic Latin woman. You already know. You already know. So I was like, I told her, I was like, we were talking about something and you just said, my daughter Khanishuwa. And I was like, hold the fucking phone. There's only one Khanishuwa.
Yeah, that literally.
Like, at least in our vicinity. You know what I'm saying? At least in a 50-mile radius. I don't think there's another Khanishuwa. And spelled the way it's spelled.
I've never
met. Even when I met, I was like, yo, you were like Hispanic and black. Like, how did you get Khanishuwa? It's like the furthest thing from you, And I was like, oh, you're Khanishuwa's mom. That's what's up. Like, we partied together and all that. And man, I don't know. I'm still numb, I guess. It's weird talking to different people. They're like, maybe it's because of like mortality. You're thinking about that, or you're thinking about this, and I'm like, nah, I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. I'm just feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thinking about the way she went or why did she go, or I'm not angry at God. I'm literally just feeling like, bleh. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know the right word for that.
Look, there's no right way to grieve,
right? Or
you got to do it in your own time and in your own way.
Yeah.
Because no one can tell you how to feel.
Right.
So that's completely okay. Because, there are stages of grief. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Denial.
Yeah.
This can't be real.
I'm not. I haven't. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's the stages of it. So like,
Yeah.
you know, it hits harder when it's like so close to like, especially your age, like, because yeah, we're getting older, but I'm 30, man. Like,
yeah.
Like, so she was younger than I am.
Yeah.
So like, that's crazy. Like
28.
Yeah, that's like if, Ryan was passing away.
Right.
So I'll be like, yo, that's so much more life to live.
Yeah, man.
But that's where our mind goes to first. Like, dog, there was at least 50 more years in there. In
at the
tank.
very least.
In the tank, right? Yeah. So like,
and it's just to realize, like, I mean, Khanishuwa in particular, how full of life she always.
Right.
If she was out not celebrating, but out because a nigga fucked her over and she's sad.
Bro, there was not a single time I ever saw her or we were together that she was not smiling. Yeah. It's a real story. She was always happy.
Always.
And like, and I'm not
hyping Dalton up to dance at the house bar all the time, man. Like she's just a beautiful spirit, man.
So I didn't see her as much as Chris, obviously, but like, I've seen her quite a few times.
Yeah.
Especially when back in our party at the house days. So you come by then.
Yeah.
Back when
you KK and Chaz were living here.
Like in high school. So like but like, I've never seen her without a smile on her face. Like ever. Yeah, she was a very bright person. And Chris had a story where, that was told at the candlelight where she went to a hospital to do some lady's hair.
Yeah, man.
And that kind of just like, I was saying, you never know how people touch people.
That's a fact.
How they touch other people, because you're only seeing your vision of it. Like, so to see that she touched all these lives is like a beautiful thing. And I think that's what needs to be celebrated.
Yeah.
And I think that's been successfully done.
Oh no. We didn't get home till well after 3
so
last night. I didn't even go to work.
Like Friday. Celebrating the life, instead of focusing on what has been lost. What is
she did something yesterday. She brought me back together with a girl that I've known since I was, as long as I've known Katie, like 3rd, 4th grade.
Yeah.
I knew this woman got married and had kids. I just thought she was out somewhere living a baller lifestyle. I thought I'd never see her again, never talk to her again. And guess she has my location. I was I'm never losing you again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always want you to know where I'm at, because nigga, she still live in the area. That's what's really wild. So I was like, bro, Khanishuwa brought it was women there that I haven't seen in years, bro. On Instagram, maybe here and there, but in person, people that I've hugged, people that I've seen cry, people that have seen me cry, broke bread together, ate together. Like, Khanishuwa brought all these people together, bro. And it was just standing, like I said in the car, bro, like standing there and just listening to how much people like absolutely adored her. And I want to give another thing too. People were honest. There were some girls there that said, yo, when I first met Khanishuwa, I did not rock with her. But Khanishuwa was the one who stepped to me and was like, hey, we ain't gotta like each other, but you gonna stop being mean to me, or whatever the case may have been. And they were like, wow, okay, you're a real ass chick.
If there's one thing other than that, she was not afraid.
No.
She was not a scary person.
No, in the slightest. The fucking slightest. So I appreciate that, man. I appreciate, the time that I spent with her close friends last night. I was battling with like me leaving to go to work and staying with them, and just, bro, to be quite honest with you, feeling that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
No, you needed that, Chris.
I might have. I did, and it felt safe, but at the same time, there was so much vulnerability happening.
Yeah,
that I felt like I've never tipped a waitress like as much money as I tipped them last night, just for dealing with like bro, it was so much going on. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm glad you were with
Yeah.
people that were in the same boat.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
so
Yeah.
that way you weren't alone.
Yeah. And they weren't alone. I went in there saying, hey, I want to be there for them. And I ended up coming out of it with a heavier heart because it's like, bro, what if I had to bury my best friend on Tuesday? Like what? Like that shit is, I'm there solely like, yo, let's laugh. Y'all want to drink? Hey, funny enough, we're at the table. I get a FaceTime. It's Miles. He is at the studio.
Always right on time.
Right on time. He was like, hey, man. He was just seeing how I was doing or whatever. So Miles obviously knows a couple of the women that were there. So I passed the phone around, and Brandon was there with him, so he talked to who he knew. Then Miles get the phone back. This nigga said, hey, man, why ain't buy these ladies no shot, man? I was like, how the fuck you know what I did and didn't do? So I kept that in the back of my mind. I was like, okay, Miles. Even though that was my goal. He was just like made it concrete. Then Ridge had texted me, random. Our song back in the day, me and Ridge, Ray Shrimmer, Unlock the Swag.
Yes, it was.
He texted me, Unlock the Swag, all caps, while we were out. Random. I ain't talked to Ridge, nothing.
And you were like, yep.
I said the swag unlocked, and then I was like, "God damn it, let's go, let's go!" So
shots for everyone,
bro. Yeah,
selling me it,
bro. I promise. He sent the text. We got to Bar Louie. I said, "Hey, 5 shots tequila right now. None of that cheap shit." Some of the girls went out and they were crying or whatever. Came back. I said, "Hey, I'm finna take these shots, bro." FaceTime Ridge. He talking to everybody and Dev saying hi to everybody. It was so I want to like Dalton, Miles and Brandon, like everybody who's hit me up, everybody who's gave their love and everything to the people that knew. I know I didn't go around telling everybody, and if you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you might not have known. And that I don't want you to think that. It's not because we're not close or anything. I just didn't want to put that on y'all. I know how much y'all care about me because I care about y'all in the same capacity. I just didn't want to fuck y'all week up, bro. So I told the people closest to me. I had my closest people tell the people that are closest to me just so we can keep this a thing. And Miles and Ridge in particular last night, I text Dalton. I knew he was asleep by the time I text. I fit tell nigga come get me. I was like, bro, we going crazy. We went crazy last night.
You needed that.
It was just but it was all off of like pure emotion. Yes. Like we didn't even think like
I needed you to feel.
Yeah, bro. I definitely
That's good.
Definitely that last night was needed. Got to chill with the girls. I've never been out by myself as the only male with nothing but women. And so that was interesting dynamic too. Because when they weren't sobbing, they're planning trips and they're doing this and they're doing that. And I was just sitting back because I was like, I'm going to stay out of women's business. You know what I'm saying?
Those are some tough chicks though.
Yeah, they are.
Danae's a tough woman.
Yeah, Danae's very tough.
Yeah.
We had a little thing last night. A little, we had a little thing. But she got up, she came over, she hugged me. She was like, I'm not trying to, And I was like, no, I definitely understand.
Yeah.
And it made everybody at the table uncomfortable, but we had to hash that out because it was the right thing to do, goddammit. There wasn't no other reason. I ain't even got no long-winded explanation. It was the right thing to do. So, yeah, man, I don't know. One thing another thing everybody was saying last night is, hug on your people longer, kiss on them longer, and just really cherish life, man. Because, somebody like Khanishuwa who has so much ahead of her, it makes you, if something like that doesn't make you sit back and like refocus the scope, you know what I'm saying? You're going to miss a lot of opportunities to be there and aware and fully realized in what's going on around you in that moment and not think about shit. I got to go to work. Like, I can't be here. Like, sometimes, I'm not saying every time. I even asked a random nigga in the bathroom. He was washing his hands. I was like, man, let me ask you a question. If you were in my shoes, would you go to work? He said, I heard you mumbling to yourself. Doesn't sound like you want to go to work. I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm not going to go. And the girls took my phone and they sent my supervisor a text message. I let them do it. Yeah. I didn't try to stop them. I was like, yo.
During yourself, you weren't going to work.
Yeah. So, yeah, I appreciate the ladies, man. All of them. Met Pat last night. I think you would like her. She's involved like anime and cartoon. I'm not cartoons, but Marvel and all that shit. Loves music. Last night, I want to get this out the way too, because this shit fire to me. I had one of those movie moments, right? When it's just like friends in the car and they're like flying down the highway, singing a song at the top of their lungs with the windows down. We were listening to Jail by Kanye. It was me, Kanye, and Pat. I was like, bro, yes. This is why he made this song.
Did you
bro.
look like DJ Khaled in the back? Like,
yeah, bro. No, I had some, different clothing on. But if I did, it would have been just like, we guess who going to jail tonight? Like, nigga, we was in that whole like loving life. Then she just kept to his role. I think she played Otis after. I was like, oh, you trying to get into something? Yeah. Niggas in Paris. I was like, y'all trying to get into something? Y'all taking me back to my. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stepping into my territory now. But no, it was a good time last night. I mean, like I said, we celebrating the life of Khanishuwa, man. We did exactly what she would want us to do.
Yep.
Stay out till 3, drinking, being together, sharing laughs, man. And that's what the fuck we did. So I want to say, rest in peace to Khanishuwa, man. And I'm going to make sure, Danae's going to make sure, Kaya's going to make sure, Jay's going to make sure we keep your name, your essence, your spirit alive out here, man. And yeah. Yep. Let me so I can segue. So yeah, let's pay some bills.
What?
That's what they say on like bigger podcasts when they got advertisement.
Oh, you want to do it?
So we can say. So Pivot. We got
Pivot socks. Let me grab them. I got it right there.
All right. So we have a sponsorship with Pivot. I'm gonna drill this home for y'all, if he won't, because we're an up and coming podcast. I know we've been doing this shit for like 3 years or something, but we still up and coming. So yeah, show them the pivots. And so those so you can stay on your pivot, man. So you go to pivot.com, right? And they got all these different type of socks, all different type of for
and
all
it's
different
PYVOT.
Yeah, I spelled
Chris
it wrong.
spelled it wrong one time.
Yeah, niggas know I can't spell, man.
PYVOT.
Yes.
And it's Get Pivot.
Get Pivot.
Yeah, or else you go to some educational website that has
right. And yeah. So like I was saying, you go to Pivot, they got all these different designs, all these different graphics, all different material. For like active, if you want to be active, they keep your feet dry. They don't, smelling and shit. Then you got this shit just for swag. You know what I'm saying? Pivot actually DM'd me the other day. It was like, hey, thanks for the shout out on the pod. I was like, of course. And then they were like, we're going to send you some socks. I was like, nigga, yes. They always use some socks, man. So
and he's going to buy some too.
I'm going to definitely buy. Matter of fact.
But how are you buying them?
I'm buying them. Good. Fuck. Come on, man. So I am going to use the promo code StepBrothers to get 15% off on my entire order when I shop Pivot.
Yeah, there you go.
I've been practicing.
Yeah, StepBros.
StepBros, BROS pod, like Mario Bros, but StepBros pod. Yeah. Get 15% off. And to make it interesting and fun, I see Justin is doing his sock of the day on his Instagram.
Where the Pivot socks.
Yes. So, well, he didn't. I don't think he was wearing any pivot.
They weren't pivot socks.
Justin,
what are you doing?
Come on, man. Respect the brand. So yeah,
they might not have came in yet.
They might not have came in yet. I'll give them that. I haven't even ordered yet. So who am I? I'm going to order as soon as we're done with this podcast. I've seen some socks I like. But yeah, we can do this pivot sock challenge or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Dalton will let y'all play his PS5 for like an hour the winner.
I will not.
No. Yeah, I don't know. Shit. But yeah, Pivot Socks, man. 50% off. Go shop, bitch. Moving right along. I seen, but I didn't really pay attention. I'm hoping you did. Mario. They're doing a movie or something?
Yeah, I've known that though. Yeah. DreamWorks, yeah.
Is it animation or is it
it's good. It's Illuminations, same one that did Despicable Me.
Okay.
But yeah, for the Nintendo Direct they had this week, they announced the cast of it.
How do you feel about Chris Pratt playing Mario?
Oh, he did the Lego movie. His voice acting is good.
Oh, okay.
But I think Jack Black as Bowser is ingenious. That's genius.
Why? Tell me why. Because I don't know. I know the history of Bowser, but not like that. Why do you think that works?
Because I think he can do like a goofy ass, but also a serious voice. Jack Black is just great.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
And I think him as Bowser just would make so much sense. And they got Michael Key as Toad. That is fucking funny.
Yeah. Who's the chick that's playing Peach? I've seen
Anya
her.
Taylor-Joy. She was in Split and Glass.
Oh, it's the main chick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
From Split.
But her hair's blonde now, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
And then they had Charlie Day as Luigi from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong.
Yeah, which is that's a good one too.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I think they're gonna make good Donkey Kong like retarded, but
yeah, or at least if he don't light up a banana though, bro. Like as a.
But I want to see what Donkey Kong is. Is it the one that took the girl in the first one, or is it like the Donkey Kong we know at the time?
Yeah, the good one, right?
Because I saw Cranky Kong is also in it, so it might be that one.
I saw that they like niggas on Twitter said cast Adam Driver as Waluigi, but like keep him as he is, like don't animate him.
Yeah, just leave
put the head on. Yo, I didn't realize something about him. He's a good actor, bro.
Well, Adam Driver, yeah, he's good.
Great, because I told you, I've been watching Cinnamon Wins. Shout out to Cinnamon Wins. I found a new YouTube channel I like too. I got to tell you about that. But they were talking about Star Wars, the newer Star Wars films. I feel like we might have touched on.
Yeah,
well, we
Kylo
talked
Ren,
about it, but I don't know if we talked about it on the pod last week. But either way, yeah, he was good, man. I like him. He's a good guy, good bad guy. Anyways, but yeah. Mario. That's interesting. I don't know if I would have picked Chris Pratt for my first choice. Who's Luigi?
Charlie Day.
And that's
he's from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
The short one with the beard?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, he's gonna have that scary voice for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like fright yeah.
No, it'll be fine. I'm telling you, because Chris Pratt did the Lego movie, and the Lego movie's fire. So I wonder what his Italian voice will sound like, but we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, what was the thing about Marvel canceling Guardians of the Galaxy?
What? No.
You didn't see that? No, that's news, man.
Show me.
Hold on.
Show me.
I
don't know what you're talking about.
Like they're gonna put this next one out and then they're done. That's what.
Oh, I think they're gonna end the trilogy.
Yeah,
it's not canceling. They're probably gonna use the characters, but they're probably not gonna make another
Guardians of the Galaxy
movie.
Film. Yeah,
I think they're trying to move on to newer stuff, like weirder shit. I'm looking it up too.
Guardians of the Galaxy is already better than Avengers. Game. Oh, the game is better than the.
Oh boy, get out of here!
No, that's just the headline I saw. Marvel ends Guardians of the Galaxy series. Yeah,
the comic book, bro.
Oh, I thought they meant the movie.
No, it's the comic book.
Best known for the two films, third killing production relaunch. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry if I.
But I they probably won't make another movie though. It'll be a while, but I know for sure those characters will pop up later. But one thing I did see, the Cowboy Bebop trailer is supposed to be with us today.
Oh, that's just gonna be what's homie name that's playing?
Spike. Yeah, what is his name?
John Chu or something?
Yes.
Man, I think he's finna hit that shit out the park, bruh.
No, he's a great actor, John Cho. Yeah, he's a great actor though. But I like what he said because he was like, because people are expecting the anime. He's like, we can never reach those levels.
Yeah.
So he's like, we can retell it though in a different way. And they're releasing like a comic book that's like a prequel to it. I'm gonna check that out. But
I think you'll have the right timing and the right like cadence and the right swag.
But you got to know, like, doing it live action, definitely you can't do like everything.
Yeah, of course.
Because even in Cowboy Bebop, as great as it is, like, not every episode is like continuity, like continuity specific. It's like, oh, we're gonna rob a casino.
Man, that first episode that you watch of Cowboy Bebop, I watched the first episode sometimes just to like remind myself, like, the show's great.
Yeah.
When the dude and the chick, or the dude was getting high off of those blood vials or whatever, and his girl and Spike, that first episode of Cowboy Bebop is hard.
Let me tell you about this dude though, because like
Spike or
the guy who made Cowboy Bebop.
Okay, talk to me.
So,
bro, niggas love your outfit, bro.
I got another comment. What is it?
The Vibrant gave me the fire flame.
Oh, thank you, Joseph.
Corn sent a fire flame as well.
Thank you, Corin.
Oh, this is personal. Gabby has sent the drip. Gabby's brother said the fit is crazy. 3 fire emojis, and are those Stan Smith Adidas?
Yeah, thank you, but we don't look alike.
Oh, y'all do look alike. Zach said that nigga ice water. He said fly crip. Big C's. Speaking of which, did you see the viral video of the little girl hitting her walk?
Crazy,
oh my God,
crazy.
bro. Why nobody teach me how to dance growing up, bro? I'd be out here acting a donkey if I knew how to sea walk. Oh, my bad. I'd be out here acting a whole ass. But tell me about the guy who made Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop's an original anime. So it doesn't have, it's not based off of manga or anything else. It's just off the top, like the created. So, this dude, Shinichiro Watanabe, he is a musician primarily. Like, he got his start in music. That's why the soundtrack is so crazy. And, that's why they were like, they have to have, that's called Tank. So they have to have that in the new show. Yeah. They have to. But let me tell you how crazy his bag is, though.
Talk to me.
So he made Cowboy Bebop. Right, super cult classic. Yeah, even if you don't like anime, you like Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, right?
It's just cool.
Like,
it's jazz infused, man.
But basically after that, they're like basically like you could make whatever you want, right? Yeah. And all his anime are original.
Okay.
So this man makes Samurai Champloo next.
Okay, that's more y'all's thing, but I've heard of it. I never watched
another one. They mix samurai with hip hop, and New Jabes is the producer on that. That was a big ass thing.
That's the one with the every time I close my eyes.
No, that's Afro Samurai.
Okay. That's Afro Samurai.
No, you're talking about JoJo Bizarre.
Yeah. Okay.
But Samurai Champloo mixed like the hip hop, where like to mix scenes they would do record scratches, and it would go to the next scene. That was his next one. Like, and that's a huge hit. Like, and then he does a show called Kids on a Slope. I know you haven't heard of this one, but it's also another music-based show. It's about a small town, like, city in like the 50s in Japan, and this drummer meets up with this dude who plays, what does he play? The piano. And they start a jazz band, and it's only 12 episodes, but it's really, really good, and it's music-based as well. And then he had a show for Netflix called Carol and Tuesday. That's where our wedding song came from.
Right.
But this dude has just been in his bag. Like, I'm just like, this dude is.
What's his name?
Shinichiro Watanabe.
Okay, shout out to him, man. I'm not gonna try to fuck up your name. You gave us Cowboy Bebop.
But I was like, bro, that and then fucking Samurai Champloo after that. Like, one hit is crazy anime, but two in a row is bananas. Right. And they're original. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. So like, all his shit's original. That's just nuts. But I am interested to see what it looks like. Yeah, because his hair looks great. He looks great. The suit looks great. I want to see what it looks like in motion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's a space show. Yeah. So like we got to see space.
He's like Spike is
he's a bounty hunter.
Yeah, space bounty hunter, man. But he's the coolest. He smokes cigarettes.
Yeah, he's Ridge's avatar for his contact for me.
Yeah.
Chris is Yusuke.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a guy or a girl. I'll still kick his ass.
Yeah. Then he grabbed her titty.
Yeah.
He's like,
he grabbed her. Oh, he grabbed the titty first. Then he went and grabbed the
on the uncut version. Yeah. She's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I was trying to see if you. Yeah.
Then he punches her anyway.
Oh yeah. So this YouTube channel, right? I found it today. First of all, did you see they made a fish McMuffin?
Outrageous,
bro. This shit is. I said jail. That's all I fucking said.
Someone's going to jail tonight,
bro. Yeah, I wanted to say that, but you know what I'm saying.
Let me see this picture though.
Oh, disgusting! Like what they got, bro? Because the McMuffin
is that real though? That doesn't even look real.
Wait, okay. You know what? I'm not mad at that now. Though I would never eat it. My first mind went to the McGriddle, so I thought they put fish. But it's a McMuffin, so I'm not that mad at it. But I thought it was a McGriddle. I think a lot of people think it's a McGriddle.
But fried fish for breakfast? Come on, man.
Because you ain't never been po. You don't know what it's like.
To frying fish for breakfast?
We heating that up from the one time we got to cook this week, nigga.
But with the English muffin?
Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me.
You don't know struggle, nigga.
You live in the suburbs, Chris. Shut up.
We have to talk about this Karen Civil thing too. We have to. We just have to.
Oh, yeah, we just missed that last week.
Yeah, we have to talk about it. But before we do, I want to. Oh, and we got to talk about Nothing Was the Same because this is an important conversation.
Oh, because that clip resurfaced.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's this guy named Max. I guess he's New Orleans because this last name is funny. He got some names on it. What we say? Charlemagne the guy, Angela. Y'all got some names on it, motherfucker. But his name is Max. Beaumont. Is Beaumont?
Let me see.
Max Beaumont.
Where is it at? Oh yeah, Beaumont. Okay, that sounds. It's close enough. So this guy studies, I think he says it better than me, but basically he studies people's posture and their body language.
Yeah, but hold on, because I'm not saying it. I'm not giving him his justice. Damn, he doesn't say in his thing. He says it at the beginning of the video. Hold on, I just want to hear it.
Jack Harlow. I'm one of those guys that said, I knew about Jack Harlow 2 years ago. One of those annoying people
He's going to explain what he
tells
does.
You they knew about an artist before they blow up. That's me with Jack Harlow. And he just came out with an interview I noticed on YouTube the other day called Chicken Shop Date, where there's this girl who's interviewing him. So I thought it would be cool to react
Communication skills.
Communication skills. Guys, if you're new here, my name is Max. I'm a communication skills coach. What I do on this channel is I react to different people's conversations, interviews, and presentations, and I give you my thoughts on their communication skills. Also, if you've been with me for a while now, you may notice that. Okay, so I watched the Jack Harlow one, and I was like, yeah, I want to watch this guy's shit. I want to watch his stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, with this Jack Harlow interview, it was a woman interviewing him, and he's like in London or something. So basically, the guy was saying, Max was saying that, Jack Harlow is very confident, and he's you can tell by like he's just a confident person. You can tell he's engaged. He's looking her right in her eyes. He's not breaking contact. He's smile. He's doing all this shit. He's breaking all this shit down. I'm like, damn, nigga, you can seduce some people with that type of knowledge. I feel like. So then he did one on Zendaya and Tom Holland. And when he did theirs, I was like, man, this nigga might be the GOAT. Because he's picking up on cues that you just think.
Social cues, yeah.
Yeah, like, they're just joking around. But he said, look how Zendaya, like, is perfectly okay with who she is. She's not overdoing anything. Yep. And Tom Holland's the star. You could tell he's an actor. Like, he was born to be an actor. You could tell by his posture. You tell he's answering these questions. You can also tell that Zendaya calls him out on his bullshit.
Yep.
Like their relationship and everything. And I was like, this nigga's good. So I started watching. He did one on Drake. I started it. I didn't finish. It was
what he say on Drake? Basically,
Drake, he said one thing Drake is really good at is his callbacks. and like how he keeps people engaged and make people feel like they're there with him. Mm-hmm. And he was, because it was his Rap Radar interview when they were in the house, Elliot and B Dot, and he was saying, notice how Drake is giving attention to both of them as he's telling the story. He's not just focused on one person. He's keeping everybody involved. He says he's really good at that. But that's about as far as I got. I wanted to see. I really went through his page because, like, I mean, I started on Jack Harlow. He's white, even though he's from Kentucky. He might as well be a nigga. Like chicken and shit. And then Zendaya and Tom, I was like, that's still. I want to see him do a nigga because I want to see how he know why niggas do nigga shit when they talking this shit. You know what I'm saying? He even said Drake, he talks with his hands, like shit he didn't say about them. So I was like, okay, I'm trying to see how you break it down, like that little part of the thing.
Okay.
But I just started watching it today, so I'll definitely be back with more intel on this guy. But I like I liked it so far.
That's a good concept for a channel, though.
Yeah,
that's very
great, man.
That's very interesting.
Great,
Yeah.
man. I said, never mind, because I was just finna go left. Anyway, I was gonna go super left. Found a new porn channel myself today. It was actually it worked.
I'm glad for you, Chris.
I feel embarrassed to say what it is though, so I'm not gonna do it.
We don't need to talk about it.
I can. I mean,
We don't need to though.
This bitch got views on her video.
That's great. But we don't have to
so
talk
I'm
about
not the only weirdo. That's all I'm saying.
That's for sure.
Okay, so this Karen Civil thing, right?
What Karen Civil think, Chris?
Okay, so Karen Civil is another jack of all trades, but she's an industry person.
She's supposed to be like PR and marketing.
She called herself, what's homegirl name? God damn it, the black chick that like fucked the president and she got away with everything. It's a very popular character. She always make the ugly face. Kerry Washington.
Yeah,
but she was in a show called
Scandal.
Impeached. Yes, Scandal.
Impeached.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
I just know it was a president.
Scandal.
So she called herself whatever her character's name.
Olivia Pope.
Yeah, she called herself the Olivia Pope of like hip hop or some shit, like because she's making some shit happen that.
But she sleeps with
illegal.
No, I'm just playing.
I don't know who she sleeps with. I don't know about that. But what I do know is Joyner Lucas. Okay, so again, she's supposed to be like a PR.
Yeah, but PR marketing. Yeah,
marketing.
She'll get your shit out there.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So Joyner Lucas, if you're not familiar with Joyner Lucas, around the same time we started the podcast, actually,
he did that white and black.
Yeah, he went
song.
viral for that, white and black racial song, and everybody was talking about it, which I hate performance art shit like that. I hate it.
Because the video was like a dude in a Trump hat, and he was like,
yeah.
This is why I hate you.
Yeah, and the black guy was like, but you don't understand. Y'all the reason why we act this way. Yeah. And it was whatever. He's a talented rapper.
But it got him on the board.
Yeah, it got him on the board.
Yeah.
So before that, he gave Karen Civil pregnant pause. I didn't know what that meant when Jay-Z said it, but I think I get it. Pregnant pause is like when a girl's like, I'm pregnant. And then y'all just
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure. Pregnant pause. He gave her $60,000.
So so there was so someone made like a clubhouse
chat room, clubhouse. Yes.
And it was supposed to be like a Q&A with Karen Civil, but it turned into a massacre for Karen Civil.
Yeah, it turned into.
But it came out to light that yes, Joyner Lucas paid her like $60,000 for PR marketing, and because he asked around and basically Skyzoo, Skyzoo was like, "No, she good people." Skyzoo was like a big underground rapper, but he was like, "Yeah, she good people. She got she's worked with Cameron and all these other people."
Yes. She got. Oh, she didn't. Well, I'm not gonna say got, but she's done.
Yes, all right.
Yeah, Obama wrote a letter for Nipsey Hussle. She got that done. She saw that through. She was very intricate in getting Hillary Clinton black votes and all that shit.
So she has some weight in the game.
Yeah.
But Joyner was basically saying like, yo, I had a baby. I was on my last dollar and I gave you everything I had.
Yeah.
And it was like part of everything else that I have for like anything else, we gave you $60K.
Yeah.
And apparently
she ghosted him.
Like,
So here's the thing, right? So I'm watching people discuss this, like people in the industry. Some people that are caping for Karen, some people that aren't. I believe, I don't know who said it. I think it was Roy or Maul. They were like, okay, if you're going to take 60,000, at least tell him where his money is going. Cause they're doing the devil's advocate thing. They're not for it. They're not against it. They just
information is key.
Yeah. So they're like, yo, you need to let the artist know, like, okay, I personally, for my fee and services, I'm taking $15,000 for myself. What's the math on that? 40, so 55, 55.
We're gonna get there.
50. The rest of the money, we're gonna make sure your videos get on MTV or your records go on radio.
Right, like 10,000 is going to the ass.
Yeah, like that. Like she should have broke that down to him, but she didn't. She just left. He said, we were talking more before I paid you, and then after I paid you, you just went away.
And this is in that room, like live. Like,
yeah, like
he's going nuts.
He's going crazy, right? So that was big, right? But then you have this guy, Jason Lee. Now, Jason Lee is a blogger, like a Shade Room type of guy. But his site was called Hollywood Unlocked, right? Jason Lee's not claim to fame because he's done shit, but he's notorious for having issues with Nicki Minaj. At this time, Karen Civil, this is just so messy. It's it's nasty. It's just women business.
It feels nasty, right?
But we have to explain because we're in the music business, right? And bloggers and all types of people listen to our shit. It's very important signs to look for. Just because, look, Karen knew not to play with Nipsey. She knew not to play with whoever else. And it wasn't Cameron she took money from. It was Cameron's man. I guess it was one of his artists or some shit like that.
And then she called Duke the God slow.
Yeah.
And that
she did.
Yeah, that definitely caught him the wrong way.
She did. So, anyways, Karen is looking at an up-and-coming rapper like Joyner Lucas is like, I can finesse this. He even said it. She probably thought I wasn't going to make it, but I'm here now, so you got to deal with me. He said that. But anyways, Jason Lee, Hollywood Unlocked. It's like a Shade Room type of blog, or I was going to say something else, but yeah, Shade Room, right? At the time, Karen was like social media managing Nicki Minaj and her PR image, all that shit, right? So you got this guy, Jason Lee, and whoever works for him, basically saying, well, Nicki did this, shading Nicki or whatever, whatever these fucking blogs do. So Karen found a kid in Florida, manipulated this kid, was like, hey, look, allegedly, this is just me like watching videos and talking to people, well, not talking to people, watching people talk to people about the shit. Karen told this kid from Florida, hey, if you get this page taken down, I'll pay you like $20K or something like that, and I'll get you started in your rap career. I'll help you get started. So allegedly she somehow he got in a room with TDE somehow. But obviously nothing panned out, or else we would have heard about the guy. It could be Isaiah Rashad, who knows? I was just kidding. But so the guy did it. So Jason Lee, I guess he wants his, because this is his, he's making his bread and butter off of Instagram. So his Instagram gets taken down. He's trying to figure out who did it. He even called Karen and was like, bro, my Instagram got taken down. Can you help me? Like,
said, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, she's like, I was trying to figure out what's going on. So the guy who took the page down, older brother, got in contact with Jason Lee. It was like, I know who took your page down. He's like, who? Like, it was my brother.
Oh, man.
And then so the dude was like, nigga, what? Jason Lee was like, what? Let me, I'll call you, because he's on Wild 'N Out. So after Wild 'N Out, he calls him, he gets all the information, he gets all the receipts, calls Karen.
Who's on Wild 'N Out?
Jason Lee's on Wild 'N Out.
Oh, he is, okay.
Yeah. So he's like, he gets done with Wild 'N Out, calls the dude brother, and he connects the hacker and Jason Lee. They spill all. He tells him, I'm finished. I'll spill the tea. Jesus Christ.
It's okay.
He gets all the receipts. I guess goes to Karen. Like, bitch, I caught you red-handed. Like, I caught you. So he's pressing charges and all this other shit. He wants Karen to go to jail because she did break the law.
And this is confirmed, right?
Confirmed.
Yeah. Okay.
She even came out and said, you got your ways, I got my ways. I did that. But she said that in hopes that they could just key it off. But Jason wants to see her burn in jail. And I can't say that I blame him. Like, Charlamagne was caping for Karen. Because Jason Lee, this week, Jason Lee went to the Breakfast Club. You know why? They were talking about the shit. And Charlamagne was like, do you really want to see her go to jail, though? Like, he's like, when it's Charlamagne's friends, he's going to be stand up and righteous and all that shit. But if it's like Joe Budden or some shit, whoever they're talking shit about Joe, he finna let them go. Say whatever you want to say. Yeah. And I just don't think you should, like, in that media space, I just don't feel like you should.
You can't be biased.
You can't be biased, bro.
Because you're in the wrong field.
Yeah. Like, you is it friendship or is this, are we protecting people? Are we protecting? Because Jason Lee was like, bro, are we protecting black women? What about, there was a comedian, Jesse Wu, took Karen to jail for court for something, and she won like $3 million from Karen Civil. I don't know what their issue was, but it was something. So he was like, what about black women? What about all my employees that lost their jobs because she started this shit? This is Jason Lee saying this. And I have to agree with him. So he was like, well, as far as the law is concerned, she broke the law. So this is where I got to get Envy like all the credit, because Envy called Charlamagne on his bullshit. And he was like, okay, if it was anybody other than Karen, would you care? And he was like, I can't say that because I know Karen. It is close and da-da-da-da. And I was like, you're biased, bro. And you can't be. You can't be. She's wrong. Now, however far Jason or whoever decides to take it, that's on them. And if he wants to see her go to jail, he's in all right. She broke some laws.
And he lost his business.
And then he said he wanted to see the paperwork. Where'd you get the $20,000 from? So it's a whole bunch of mess. I just think it's super interesting because if a certain demographic of people see Karen Civil as like, everything she did for Nipsey and how she helped YG and the Rock Nation brunches and
now there was a lady on there that popped up after joining Lucas who was like, I want to talk about the Nipsey shit. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And she was going off on her. She was like, and all she wanted was an apology.
Yeah.
But she was going off on her. Like, I'm talking about, she was going crazy.
Yeah. The lady worked
for the label
for Big U's label that Nipsey was.
Yeah.
And she basically felt like they were cut out of everything that had to do with Nipsey and his funeral.
And she was like, basically, you monetized the funeral and all this.
Yeah. And that I kind of agree with Karen in the sense of my job was to facilitate, get tickets to who. She was like, you got Snoop up there lying, and she went down the line of like.
However, I just want to say all the lady wanted was an apology.
That is all she wanted.
That's all she wanted.
And Karen did apologize. But there was a but after apology.
Yeah, it was like I'm sorry that I did this, but because she gave a long explanation.
Yeah,
me and Chris listened to it for real.
She basically was telling the lady that her anger was misplaced. It shouldn't be with her. That's basically what Karen was trying to get off. And I might agree. I don't know
on that one, but Joyner Lucas definitely had a right to be mad. We don't know where his $60,000 went.
We don't know.
And she didn't have a good explanation.
No. But there's one thing that I think people are leaving out. Joyner Lucas said, you sent my songs to radio. I don't live on the radio. My records aren't going to do anything on the radio. So apparently some of the money she actually did try to do something.
Yeah.
But maybe she just took an easy way out type thing.
I'm not saying she didn't do that, but I'm saying like she didn't give him nothing like where did my $60,000 go?
Yeah.
She was just basically like, there was no really explanation of like, what happened.
Luckily
he's good.
Yeah.
But but what if he wasn't?
Yeah,
like that probably
man.
was like everything.
Bro, that's the type of shit making nigga commit suicide, bro.
Because he just had a baby and everything.
Everything, bro.
He was like literally like hoping for like this is everything I made from that one track. Let's make it work.
Yeah. Let's talk about music right quick.
What happened? Oh, nothing was the same, right?
Yeah. Which, man, I feel like we go on and on about that. But the other day was the 10-year anniversary of Nothing Was the Same.
It's 10 years? No way. No way.
Maybe not 10 years.
There's no way. 2011, Chris?
That was Take Care. So, yeah, it was like 2013. So maybe 5 years or something. No, it's more than 5.
Man, let me look this up because you just fuck it up.
I am. I'm trying to find something.
Who? What was that?
Yeah, it sounded like somebody.
What do you want?
H-E.
All right. It came out 2013.
So that's
Yeah.
what?
8 years.
8 years. Why are they celebrating the 8-year anniversary? But anyways,
Pivotal moment though.
very pivotal because that, like I said, to me,
I think he had the most luxurious titles on this album too. Like, let me
Yeah.
read this track. Tuscan Leather. Like,
yeah, I don't even know what that shit is.
yeah, let me look at this. That Sorry from the Bottom.
Yeah,
Wu-Tang Forever.
great songs, man.
Own It. Worst Behavior.
Yeah,
Hold On, We're Going Home.
it was big.
The Language. 305 to My City.
Love it, man.
Too
Such
Much.
a vibe.
Pound
Oh my
Cake.
god, wait, Too Much is a fucking classic.
Come Through. All Me.
Yeah, All Me was crazy too when that shit came out.
All Me for real.
Yeah. Got in. Not we talk music on Twitter.
He had Sampha in his bag on this album though. Yeah.
Sample.
And the cover just
44, 22.
no one knows what that means.
Nah, but the shit I'm thinking is this an address in Toronto? What, bro?
Look at the cover though, just
Yeah,
sideways,
crazy. Phenomenal album. We were trying to rank it on Twitter. I forgot who it was. I think I was drunk while we were doing it, but
Wow, surprise.
it was last night. So yeah, you goddamn right. I was like, Nothing Was the Same. If you're reading this, and Take Care, like that's my order. If you're reading this, might be 1, and Nothing Was the Same as 2, and then Take Care is 3. Everything else is like way down there. I'll put his features before some of those albums.
I don't want to talk about Take Care anymore.
Yeah, I know. J. Cole did the freestyle to the record. Everybody, like Twitter does, which really pissed me off, but I'm not here to save the world.
They ran with it.
They fucking ran with it. J. Cole did not say that. Well, what are they saying? They're saying that J. Cole basically admitted that Drake and Kendrick are like number 1 and number 2. And that
he's fine with where he's at.
They said they're trying to give him the bronze and all that shit. But Twitter made it into something that is not. I'm going to come back on that thought like next episode because I really want to get that out the way because Twitter will do that. Like,
yeah, they're wrong with something for sure.
yeah, they. But I wanted to end on this because I thought it was super interesting, and I didn't know this. This is Suicide Prevention Month. Well, it was just September. It's September, right? It's still September. Oh, no, it's October now.
No, it's September.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
What's going on?
I'm telling you, I'm all over the place. So it's Suicide Prevention Month. So there's this little, I don't know what you would call this type of thing, but it's a diaphragm, like diagram.
It's just called a chart, man.
It's a chart. It says, let's break the stigma around men's mental health. So it says 75% of all suicides are male. That's very big. 40% of men won't talk to anyone about their struggle. That is also true. 25% of men live with mental illness. That is also true. Men can break down, cry, and express intense grief and loss. They're just better at hiding it. That is also true. So then it goes on to say, it's not unmanly to struggle. Please don't suffer in silence. You're not weak for speaking up. You're strong and brave. Hashtag suicide prevention. I saw that the other day, and I was like, I was going through a lot, and I wanted to like make a mental note of it to bring it up. Yeah, man. As men, we have to talk our shit out because we tend to lash out in very many different ways. I know for me, I know for my brother, I can solely we drink or we finna fuck on something. That's right now what I'm trying to do though. I'm trying to do my shit like with tattoos. So that's why like I'm trying to go back to every time I get paid, I want to get a tattoo because I don't know what it is, but that's something that's like therapeutic for me at this point. Like going to get tatted. Particularly on my face for some reason.
Yeah, always on your face.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Like, I'm gonna go through my list of how I handle my shit and how it's unhealthy. Like, y'all call me on my bullshit. I wish we had like a ding for every time I say something. Okay, so obviously drugs, that's bad. Drinking excessively as I do, that's bad. Relations with women that you're kind of leading on or not really rocking with in that way. Meaningless sex. I'll just say it. If somebody's offended by that, which you shouldn't be. But if you are, I understand. I might not be talking about you, so just relax. And drinking, drugs, meaningless sex. And obviously the big one, just not doing any of those, just not talking, not venting, just because, again, being a burden for somebody, on somebody. If you feel that strongly about shit, like where you don't want to tell somebody because you don't want to be a burden on them, that's probably something you probably should get off your chest. Because obviously you feel like it's that heavy, it could like make everything stop for that person and be like, yo, bro, you okay? You need to go do something. You know what I'm saying? Even, I forgot what day it was, but Dalton came and picked me up after work the other day when we were supposed to play tennis. We couldn't find a court with Ryan, so we just ended up riding around. I think it was Monday. We were just riding. No, it was after. So it was Wednesday. We were just riding around, talked about Tom Hardy's voice in Batman. Phenomenal film. We just were chilling and enjoying each other's company. My mind was somewhere else, but just having them there, knowing that they were there, they ain't have nowhere else to be in those seemed like 80 hours. That hour
looking for a court, yeah.
But so yeah, I just wanted to say, as men, talk, work through your shit. Don't become an abuse. Don't abuse yourself and don't abuse others around you that care about you. So I ain't saying it's gonna be overnight. I'm not saying it's gonna be a walk in the park. But there is start the process to healing, bro. I can't say that I'm doing that right now, but I know I want to. And that's accepting you have a problem. So you got anything to say about mental health? Men's mental health?
I mean, I'm not one to like hold anything in. I'll
Oh yeah, no, you gonna let a nigga know.
No, I'll like if I have a problem, I'm gonna tell you. So like, I mean, it's very important to just talk, like have a support system in general. Luckily, I have friends and a wife, so like, but don't be afraid to tell. Like you'll know where your friends are at if you tell them what's up. Yeah. So like if you something's going on, just tell them. You'll be surprised sometimes, like what people will respond with or tell you.
Yeah.
I know like people don't want to bog people down because we're supposed to be strong because we're men or whatever. But like, we have feelings too, man. Like it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all a human. We're all in the same race that, we're all in the human race.
Yeah.
We all have a finite amount of time, which we talked about earlier.
Yes.
So life's too short to like hold shit in. So like
that's a fact.
If there's something wrong, to speak about it. I mean, you never know if someone's has gone through the same thing as you. You'll be surprised if you tell people something and they're like, "Yo, this happened as well." And you're like, "Oh shit!" They give you some insight. Speak. Don't bottle shit up. because it can explode later, for sure.
That's a fact. And if any of our male listeners, you know what I'm saying, y'all need anything, y'all got our socials. You know what I'm saying? We might not know each other in that capacity, but I am opening, the line of communication to reach out. You know what I'm saying? I might start venting you if I got the right amount of liquor in me. So, no, but all jokes aside, no, seriously, please find somebody to talk to, man, because suicide, it is an option, but it's not always the only option. So, yeah, it's pretty. I felt like this podcast, like how sporadic it's been, like how it's been like really high, really low part. That's how I've been all week. So it's fitting that this podcast was a reflection of that. But more life, man. And cheers to the weekend. I wish I had Daniel Craig's. It's the week, ladies and gentlemen. The weekend. Like he said it like, oh, we're here. It's great. That shit get a lot of retweets too.
Because
like every time
they post that every Friday.
Every Friday, ladies and gentlemen, the weekend.
And he was just like, the weekend.
Yeah, like we're here. God damn it, it was
what
great.
Do you want to end on? Any more comments about my outfit?
I will say, Dalton, for some straight, again, I think I'll be getting fly on my shit, and I'll be wanting people to like say, oh, maybe it's because maybe I need to start being bummy. Then people will be like, Chris, what's going on, baby? In my comments.
Yeah.
Because it's like, they already know to expect I'm going to like wear something, like something's going to look cool. But for one, they don't see you outside of the podcast. So even your personality coming through with the video, and two, it is a nice outfit. It looks comfortable. It's just like silky. I'm like, yeah, oh yeah. You can watch that. You'll be all right.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, actually, you might want to take that to the cleanse. You never know.
I'll probably dry clean the top, not the bottom.
You never know. Yeah, this wine and sake is socking it to me, man. Yeah, see?
You brought it back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's call it sake to me. Let's call it, we can't, it's racist, right?
I'm not going to name it that. I was going to name it Khanishuwa.
Oh, we could do that. Hell yeah. This podcast dedicated to Khanishuwa, bro.
For sure.
I'd smoke weed right now if I smoked. I see the niggas say somebody was, I'll end it on this because this word will not go away. I don't know if you've ever heard it before though. I was on Twitter, as usual, and this nigga said, such and such is having a kickback. I'm trying to go and smoke all the moon rock. I'm trying to be hot in a Cooter Brown. First of all, that tweet was funny on many levels because I smoke moon rock. Did I tell a story on the podcast? If I didn't, it doesn't matter. Nigga, if you do not smoke weed, do not let moon rock be the first weed to choice. I thought I was big and bad when I hit it.
Yeah.
This is my scared straight story.
Yep.
I thought I was big and bad, nigga. So I had a little coke on me. I had some drink. I was like, that's going to balance it out. That moon rock came and Mike Tyson punched everything out the way. I was like, nigga, I'm finna die. I went and laid down, cold sweats. I was like, it's hot, but I got cold sweats. I don't feel, bro. And that's the next day was when my dad threw me on the highway to try to drive and almost flipped the truck over. Don't smoke moon rocks if you're not ready to go to the moon. Like, this is legit. You go to the moon with no suit, no helmet. Somebody just threw your ass up there. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling you. I want you, nigga. I want it. I'm serious. That's just intense, bro. That is the intensest, if that's a word. That is the most intense high I've ever had. Ever. Weed, shroom, acid, whatever. Moon rock is no joke. I'm scared of that shit. Outside, but also Cooter Brown. My dad says that shit. I don't know what it means.
Nobody does.
It's provocative.
Yeah, but it gets people going.
It gets the people going. It got me going. Yeah, but stay away from moon rocks for real though. That shit crap. I don't even know why nigga. Adam, I was watching his interview with Altoid too. He was talking to Jack Harlow, and Jack Harlow was like, I don't smoke, bro. I smoke every once in a while to remind myself why I don't smoke type shit, right? And I get that. I understand that. But Adam was like, I mean, really, the whole thing about smoking weed is nobody's used to it at first, and then you just have to keep smoking it and get used to it. But he was like, you don't have to do that though. Like it's because at the end of the day, what was the purpose of like you putting yourself through that to end up enjoying something? You know what I'm saying? If you don't enjoy it the first time you do it, you might not want to do it again. I guess beer or something like that might be different, but smoking weed is definitely like that.
Yes.
Like you have to, the first time you smoke, you're like, oh man, I don't know. Then you smoke it again. I don't know. You start building up that tolerance or whatever. The anxiety of smoking weed gets out the way. And then you're just there. Like, oh, I'm Big Chief. I've been smoking 20 years now.
See, I don't smoke. I just watch y'all smoke.
Bro, you don't watch y'all? Because I'm smoking weed again. I'm not doing it.
I mean, y'all's friend group.
I might, I'll do a lot of other shit before I smoke weed. Facts. Not doing that. But yeah, cool to brown. But that's all I got, though. Y'all take care of each other, man. Love each other. That's all I really got on that. Don almost killed his sake. I'm finna catch up. Well, I gotta go. But yeah, that's it.
All right, man. Well, that's it for this week. Remember to buy them socks.
Buy the socks. And I brought out the OG StepBrothers hoodie. I did that. I had that on my mind to do. You heard? I'm here. Still Rocky.
Throwback.
I'm here. That's it. I'm gonna press the button this time. I'm gonna let you press the button. No.